project that I haven't done before. I watched a couple YouTube videos to try and figure out how to do it, and so I'm going to try and go through that with you today. You could use this as a tutorial, but I'm going to reference the videos that I reference so you can get better detail, and those will be in the description below. So today I want to work on what is called a Shimekazari. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's something that in Japan you'll see around New Year's. This may be something used in other cultures also. I just know that this was given to me by my sister-in-law who lives in Japan. She gave me this some years ago, and I will still keep this one, but I think the tradition is to kind of get a new one every year. And so I thought, well, why don't I try making one? So that's what I'm going to try and attempt to do today. One of the videos that I referenced uses like paper that you're upcycling or recycling, and I've got a few pieces here. So I'm going to incorporate these papers to create my piece today. You can use whatever you like. This is something that you can definitely, mix and match and customize to whatever you have or prefer. The biggest resource that I'm using for this project is a video I watched by Wactivity Japan. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I would encourage you to go and check them out. I'm going to start with this piece of paper. The instructions were to cut 2 strips of paper that are at least 30 centimeters long and about 2 centimeters wide. The longer the strip, the larger your hoop will be. I'm actually going to flip this paper over to the blank side. Okay. I'm going to cut these out with regular scissors. If you have a box cutter or a straight cutter or however you want to cut these, feel free to use that. Got these 2 strips cut out. I'll put them to the side. We're going to do the same with our next piece of paper. That third piece of paper I showed, I'm going to use for something different. So we've got a couple patterns going on here. They were recommending different colors or different patterns. We need to take these strips and we need to fold them in half. And you want to fold them in half so that the color or the pattern that you want to show is on the outside. And we're just folding them in half. If you have a flimsier paper, you may choose to fold it over twice just to make it a little thicker. I'm going to use these little clips that I have that I use for sewing. You can use potato chip bag clips that you use to keep those closed. You could use a clothespin, or in their video they were recommending if you have a second person, you could make this a group effort. So we're going to take 2 strips, take the ends. We have them kind of lined up there. I hope that you can see that. And it doesn't have to be terribly precise. Take a clip of your choice and clip the end together so that it holds together. And I'm going to twist these 2 pieces of paper or weave them towards my left. We have this twisted together very roughly, and then I'm going to loop this just to hold it in place and use that same clip, hold the ends together so that it doesn't unravel while I work on the next part. This paper is thicker. I haven't scrunched it up. I'm going to scrunch it for my own sake. This is not a step that she showed. I'm just hoping this will be helpful for me. I'll line up the two ends and clip them. And again, twisting towards my left. I don't know if it matters that they be twisted to the left, but I think they both need to be twisted the same direction. So start twisting. Okay, got that all twisted, and I'm going to clip these together. We have our two hoops kind of put together, and now we're going to weave the two hoops together, or the two strands together. I feel like if I unclip this, it's going to unravel, so don't let go of the ends. It's wanting to untwist if I let this side go, so don't let the other side go. I'm going to hold the other ends in my pinky and ring finger over here, and then the main ends with my thumb and forefinger, and do the same here. Take the ends, tuck those into my ring finger, take the top ends and put them up here. Basically, don't let go of any of the ends so they don't unravel. So I'm going to clip all four ends together now. And now I think these two chunks need to be wound together the opposite direction. So for me, that's going to be towards my right. And I think it'd be really helpful for me to attach this end to something. So I'm actually going to tuck this end under a box here that I have in front of me. Okay. So now that I can hold these, I can actually twist these like this. Oop. And then once it's all twisted like this, you should be able to kind of form the hoop. Here's where we're at. We've woven our four strips together to form this kind of shape. I'll put it next to my original to kind of give you comparison. So we've got our little tails, we've got our woven hoop portion. Now I need to secure this, and we can add some decoration. So to secure this, in the original video she took like the handle of the shopping bag, which was also paper, and just tied that around the end. I have this extra ribbon that I have laying around, so I'm going to use that to secure my hoop. I'm just holding those ends together, put our ribbon through here. Ends of our ribbons. That's the basic Shimekazari. I am going to add a little more decoration. The original one that I have has this, I saw a video on how I can make that. So I'm going to make this paper so I can attach it to my new one that I've made here. And also I have some dried flowers that I might use to help decorate this. So we'll see how this works. This is about 12 inches by 4.5 inches. I'm going to fold this in half the long way. I'm going to mark this about every 3/4 of an inch. 3/4. So I folded this in half. The fold is towards me right now. I've marked this every 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to start cutting in from the folded side, and then we'll cut in from the other side, in from the folded side, and alternate, and I'll show you that. So and I cut it in like maybe a little over half, and I'm gonna have to turn this around now. We're cutting in from the other side, cutting in a little over half, and we're gonna keep doing that until we go through the whole paper. So we've made all of our cuts, and we are going to start by folding this first piece this way, and we're going to rotate and fold this whole thing down this way, rotate, fold the whole thing down this way. I think this is how we do this. Rotate, fold down this way. I don't think you have to have the paper folded in half if you don't mind having the white of the other side of the paper showing, or if your paper is double-sided. So we have this folded in this fashion. Okay, so we have our decorations ready. We've got the base Shimekazari, and I have the little papers that we're going to hang down, and to get them to go the other way I just had to do the same rotation but the other direction with the paper. And then I've got some dried flowers that I just happen to have for additional decoration, and I made a little loop with ribbon so that I can hang this when we're all done. I'm going to put a little drop here, take our little paper, and just fold that into the hot glue. So this is the finished Shimekazari. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this entertaining. Please do check out the links in the description for the original resources I used in order to be able to create this, and give credit to those creators. If you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And I hope to see you at the next video. Bye!